What's up, guys? Welcome back to another tech video. And I know I haven't posted in a while, but that's because, as you guys can see, I'm in a different background because the part where I recorded was over by my sister's space, and it got renovated with different stuff. So now I'm at my dad's office recording my videos. So that's why I haven't posted in a while. But now I found I'm recording here. And as you guys probably already saw from the title, we're going to be reviewing the iPhone 15. So obviously it's not out yet, but we'll just talk about some of the sneak peeks and some of the rumors that came out about it. So that's what we'll be doing in today's video. So stay tuned to the intro. Alright guys, so let's get this review started by talking about first about the camera. So as you guys know, probably from probably starting at like the 12 coming up to like the 14, because the 14's out. The basic difference between most phones would just be the of course there's like different features that they have and whatnot, but what you're basically paying for would be the why is it so expensive is the camera. So that's basically the same with the 15. So the basic look of it, even though it's not out yet, there's a whole bunch of pictures of what it might look like. And it just looks like a lot from the 14, 13, and 12. But of course, it obviously has a better camera. And it's going to have a bigger camera, supposedly. And it's going to have periscope zoom, which might have double the zoom of the 14. Because the zoom on the 14 Pro only got like 3 times zoom. So supposedly this one might have 6 times zoom, which would be double that, which would have a periscope camera. That's something that it might have. So that might make the price go higher. We're not actually sure yet, since it won't come out until September, which everybody's waiting for September to see the actual features of it. And of course, I'll do another review then, where we actually get to like see it and have solid facts. So a lot of these facts may be true and may not be true of the iPhone 15. These are just concepts or rumors or some leaked information about the 15. But basically, I would go back to the 11 because that was the first phone that had the 3 cameras. But if you look at from the 12 to 14, you can see it's not like thin like the 11 was. It's like more of a box shape with like curved edges, and that was starting with the 12 and not the 11. So even though the camera would be like the 3, for each model, even starting from the 11, going from 11, 12, 13, and 14, you could see with the camera it got just a little thicker, because it has like better cameras. So the 15 is not any different because it also has a thicker camera. But the thicker the camera is, the better the camera, I guess. So you get like movie quality videos, and all that good stuff that's like packed in like Hollywood big old cameras. You could get that like in a small little package. So even though it's thicker than like a regular camera would be, or like a camera on a different phone, it's still small, really small compared to like big old Hollywood cameras. Where because since the phone could do almost the same, obviously it wouldn't do everything that a Hollywood camera can. But in that small little package, it does a good amount. The next thing that's going to be on the 15 is the dynamic island. And that's pretty obvious that it would have that because it just came out on the 14. So it's obvious that the 15 would also have the dynamic island. Because that's not really like it was exclusive to the 14. I think Plus, Pro, and Pro Max. Or not the Plus. It wasn't the Plus. It was the Pro and Pro Max, I believe. But it does make sense that the 15 would also have the dynamic island because that was a feature. And the dynamic island was basically ensuring that you wouldn't have like that camera spot on your phone where you could just move the dynamic island around where you won't have that like little spot at the top of your phone. And that's basically because they're getting the bezels on it smaller. And the iPhone 15 supposedly have a 1.55 millimeter bezels. So if you guys don't know what the bezel is, it's basically that black spot around your phone that's not screened. So like if you're on your phone and you like have a wallpaper, that black spot that's not taken up by the wallpaper, that's the bezel. So basically, they're making it smaller and smaller each time, and it's almost have a edge to edge display like a Apple Watch would, where the Apple Watch has like curves over. So obviously, since it's a phone, it doesn't have as big as a curve as the Apple Watch does, but it supposedly would have the almost edge to edge display. Obviously, it's still a little tiny in bezel. It's not like fully all the way across. But yeah, that's actually kind of cool that it would have like a full screen, so you wouldn't have these black spots that's not actually occupying the phone. So now you actually have more space on your phone, with more screen taken up by what you're doing, whatever it may be, watching a video, playing a game. You just have more screen to do that without having that annoying little black spot around it that actually doesn't really serve a purpose besides making the screen bigger for all the technology stored inside of the phone. It also it will actually have the USB-C, which is actually pretty convenient, because now a lot of things that charges USB-C, like a computer, or the Android. So if you're switching from like a newer Android, because I have an Android A13, and it came with this USB-C charger. So say if I was to get the iPhone 15, I wouldn't have to go get a whole new charger like I get when I got this phone, because it was a big switch from like a iPhone, you having that charger, to getting USB-C. So it would be a universal charger between both Android and iPhone, instead of having the USB and then the lightning cable. It would be a universal charger, because Android also has USB-C, and now switching up to the iPhone 15 and continuing would have the USB-C. So it would just be a universal charger between that, and also if you have a laptop that has a USB-C, that would be convenient. And if they switch the MacBooks also have USB-C, that would be just one charger for all, and that would go perfectly, so you wouldn't have to keep buying all these different chargers and keeping up with like different chargers for your different devices. So that'd be really convenient. More rumors about it is the colors, and what I say rumors about this because lots of times when new phones come out, it has colors people make as concept colors. Sometimes it's real, or sometimes it's just a little different. Like for example, it's like a maroon color. I don't really like it too much, but this is a concept color that the 15 might come in. Some people might actually like that, but I'm not a big fan of it, and I actually consider it the ugly child out of the other two colors, which might be popping up, which would be a dark pink and a light blue. Now these two, I really do like the look of it, and I hope they come out with it. Pink actually looks really good for a phone. I know I'm a boy, but pink is a really good color, just for everybody, I think, and especially for the phone. iPhone in general is nice, and the blue, we already have blue in like the lower lines of iPhone, like the iPhone 14 and stuff. Different shades of blue, like the midnight blue, or we also had light blue before on different phones. Like the XR came in blue. So that blue wouldn't necessarily be a new color, but it would be a nice color to have as an option for the phone. And for some people, the color is not really a big deal, because you have your phone case, and unless you have like a clear phone case, you really don't see the color. And another thing you won't see would be the titanium edges, which the iPhone 15 supposedly will have the titanium edges, and that would be good for those who don't have a case on their phone. So if you drop it, it'll be more protected. But also for those who usually have a phone case, it wouldn't really make a difference for looks or for protection. It might serve as like double protection if you have a phone case and then you have the titanium finish around the edges. So it might serve as double protection, but for those who do it for looks, it really doesn't matter if you have a phone case on. The only really part of the phone that you would see would be the camera. So if that's a big deal to you, or what color it is around your camera, or if you're going to have like a clear phone case, then that would be a good thing to have, or worry about with its colors. But I personally like blue, the blue color. I really hope they do come out with it. So that's just about everything so far that we have on the Apple iPhone 15. And until it comes out, then we'll have more information on it. And there's supposedly also another like a button, like an action button, but it's supposed to be like replace the mute button. So we'll see how that turns out and how it looks. Here's like a concept picture. It might look different, and it might look the same, because some of this is leaked, some of it's rumor, some of it's just concept art. So you're not really sure on what to believe until it actually comes out. So we all just have to wait till September and see what Apple has in store for us and what other cool devices they have. But that's all for today's video. Comment down below how many iPhones do you think is going to be? Is it going to keep going 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? Is it going to eventually stop with the numbers? Or do you think it's going to be all the way up to 100 maybe? Or what's it going to be past 100? So comment down below if you made it this far in the video what you think iPhone's going to go up to. And that's all for today. Peace.